What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. It is time for the story mission 11th Hour. We got, I would say, a little bit lucky in that it was offered to us relatively late in this playthrough. They actually recently made a change where the mission can only be offered until you're at least power level 3. It was available at power level 2. It's one of the harder missions in the game. And that was really tough for relatively early on in the game. You can get PL2 off of just 6 story missions. If you're going to count proc gen, it's going to be like 9 or 10 in, realistically. And yeah, that was like relatively early, so they pushed it back to 3. I got lucky and didn't get it until like 4.5, but we're here now. Regardless, Dorn is here saying, hey, his son has been kidnapped. He thinks we, in the previous episode, ran some legwork and found out that his son was indeed kidnapped, found out where he was. We had a 2-day time frame to get it done. And so we've got a lot of leverage here to make it a little bit nicer. And ultimately, we're here to go crash an underground prison with a 50% chance of headhunters showing up, potentially, to try to save his son's life. He'll pay us for it, and he's also been equipped with a prototype chem hive, which is would allow him to be a scourge. Although, of course, our challenge rules is that we can only have one of each class, so we'll never hire him. Either way, it is time for 11th Hour. We're on the ground here. The lower depths of District 83 are fortified against intruders. Our best point of entry is his old, locked-up elevator shaft. They must use it occasionally if they have something large to bring into the underground. Just the kind of place the K-Milieu would hole up for their little slice and dice. Let's not waste any more time. They could be slicing into Alex right now. So the goal is way over there. Elevator shaft on the far side of the rooftop. We need to find a red key to call the platform up. One of the captains here must be safeguarding it. Without a hacker, we will need to find the red key. Yeah, so there is an alternate path, which is to hack this matrix host here. And that will allow you to open or like raise this platform. But regardless, we'll have to kill one of these captains, such as this guy. And so that's going to be the plan. We have to actually kill Alto, who's around there, or Theka, who's around there. So even that first guy doesn't matter. Alright, other things I want to consider is where are the guards even moving? You are walking towards me, not very far. You're not moving very far either. Ultimately, the guys we have to kill are, again, sort of near the middle there. I would like to greed these loot boxes. It's not super important to do so, but hey, it'd be kind of nice. Also, being that it's a 2-part mission, usually having a bunch of security devices, or a bunch of security escalation can make things harder. Ultimately, let's see, what is the plan? The plan is probably still let these guards all waste their turns. Let them have their patrol, so if something goes wrong, we don't get, shot at. This seems relatively safe. Let's go ahead and spam yield until that's the case. You're running over there, that's fine. You're running around. Keep delaying. You're going where I thought you were, which is right there. And the last guy is going to do almost nothing. Not much happening. I agree. There's totally not much happening. Don't worry. Wait, why is my... Wait, did I took off the weapon mods. I'm so dumb. I took my weapons mods off last episode because I wanted to compare the weapon that I was crafting. That means I no longer have a silenced weapon. I'm missing a bunch of accuracy increases. And, well, too bad. As I said, I'm going to play this game spiritually Iron Man. I'm only going to save and reload in case of, like, weird bugs to show content. And so I'm going to eat this. This is my mistake. It is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately. Ooh, are you really not in noise range? Yeah, noise of 36 and you're 42. Okay. Well, at least we can shoot here. That's going to make things a lot harder. I'm going to... damn. Did not have to be this hard, but it's going to be. And unfortunately, they're going to get seen by this camera, and I can't do anything about that one. We're just going to let them have it. Wow, you suck at this. I'm going to delay in case I need to stun somebody. We should be fine, but, like, let's be safe. I think the sniper is also unmodded. Or did I re-equip? Okay, thankfully, I equipped her with a pre-compute, like a saved layout. So she thankfully is already in a spot where she's gonna be fine here. Shoot the grunt captain. Down you go. That gives me a bunch of. Oh, cool. It got fixed. They fixed the bug where. Oh no, she's not a sniper. Never mind. She doesn't have that trait. Corpse discovered. Corpse discovered probably here as well. It might just barely be hidden. Either way, we're going to go make our progress now. I think getting rid of those guys makes our jobs a bit easier. We're going to come in the right-hand side, come across. That should generally work just fine. Okay, Okay, more guards revealed. Sure, that seems okay. After you run up as well. Okay, fine. Are you going to use the revolver for anything? Not easily. I think the sniper's looking okay, or the pistol's looking actually okay here. This is a pretty good line of sight. Should be pretty good damage. Might move one square closer, because I believe I have an even number of action points right now. And so going to here lets me literally just get farther up on the map, which seems like free upside, and I can still shoot 4 times. I think I'm counting correctly. Shot 1. Shot 2. And just highly accurate as well. Thank you, weapon mods. Thank you, everything, realistically. Okay, we'll spend 1 AP reloading. Good enough. And then our soldier. I don't think going for this kill is appropriate. It would be pretty lethal, but I still don't know if I want to actually risk that. We can run over, grab this box. Again, I do want this kill, I think. Cool. They seem all decent. And then, yeah, we'll get as close as we can. I'm not worried about my initiative being bad, so I'm just going to kind of sneak all the way up. Right, get as far forward as we can so that we have as much info as possible. And we'll go for it next turn. And looks like actually that body was not seen by the camera. Yeah, he's way back there. So the camera can't see anything. Barely can't see us, which is actually kind of lucky. I was not planning for that. But it worked out okay. And yeah, this gun is loud. That is an issue for real. Okay, well for now it's going to be just delay a whole bunch. Worth noting that if I kill you, no one can see your body yet. That might change, but I think letting this guy see the body and move around is fine. Everyone else is in enough cover that I think just shooting this guy twice is acceptable. We're pretty much all going before her, so I'm not worried about failing to get this. I could be wrong, but first shot's okay. Oh, our damage is not great here, especially when we miss like that. Okay, that's a problem. That has some real potential for being a problem. Because you are alert, and we are not stopping you anytime soon. Mistakes may have been made. I'd have to go a little bit farther out to go here in marker sites. Marker sites seems really important for lowering evasion and increasing crit chance, such that this kill is actually, like, easy. So I'm going to go here, pop this. Let's make the rest of this fight a little bit nicer. And then you need to get killed. So I'm going to pop Crosshair Lock to buff my accuracy and crit chance by a ton. I'm also going to Iron Grip at the very start here, even though I don't have recoil yet. 10% ballistic as pure is a lot of damage, and that means that this is going to look a lot nicer because I have 20% ballistic as pure as a result of this, which is a meaningful damage increase. So let her rip. 200 damage crit, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and hit Iron Grip again to get some recoil back, because we've got a lot of recoil now. Switch to single target so we can get the recoil back, as I said. Actually, I'm probably going to marker sights this, because let's get this kill without getting, jumped too hard. First shot sucked. Second shot should be good, though. 78% seems decent. Wow, not even a kill. That's rough. Alright. I'm going to run you here and throw it on Overwatch. Oh, right. There's run and gun, of course. I should have done that after the first shot, actually. That was a mistake. No ammo. Right. Okay. Well, I'd rather shoot loudly than get killed. I'm going to start there. I think. Let's see. You have a. Oh, right. So, if you take your turn, you're gonna wake everyone up around you. Which, to be fair, this guy's gonna actually no. When this guy has his turn, he's gonna get woken up by this guard because they're gonna share status. And this grunt captain getting full info and attacking is really scary. Which means I don't want to let that happen. Which means I need to go for this kill as hard as possible and then duck back into the shadows. I think it'll be quite doable. If also I could go really loud and go for gun kata and likely get the kills here because he's unaware and I will have almost 100% hit chance. So like if I wanted a gun kata, I could do this. It would be very good damage. My crit chance is pretty solid as well. But I think I'd rather just wear this person down with a pistol. I think I'll have enough damage. Yeah, I think I have enough damage. Last shot should kill every time. And the nice thing is, they don't quite know. Now, I'm still stuck out here, so I have to, like, really hope your, like, movement is not scary. In fact, there's... Yeah, I have no ammo. Okay. Well, I just need this... I need this to land. They're gonna hear gunfire, but we should be okay. Okay. They hear gunfire, but they're just patrolling. It's okay. See, you're just patrolling. It's totally okay. Nothing is happening at all. There's no danger here. There's totally no danger here. Oh, you're gonna see me as well. Yeah, you're a sniper, so you have, like, really good vision. Okay. Well, if I run to here... I can stun, and no one else can get the gunfire, and you're one of the guys who holds the key. So, I'm going to stun you. Lowers your armor. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to have one action point left. We shred the armor and crit, which is nice. I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to reload and then kill you next turn. You're patrolling. I'm not too worried. Camera... Oh, yep, you found a corpse. You're now very angsty, and everyone you walk by is going to get angsty as well. Alright. You're going to reload and wait. Let's see what everyone else does first. I think he's safe where he is for now. I think he's safe where he is for now as well. Yep, you're going to wait. You're going to reload and finish this kill up. Probably. I think, yeah, just full auto. Should be fine. Should be a kill. Down you go. 600 damage crit. Immediately found a corpse, because of course. There's the key. That captain was carrying the red key. If we get close enough, we can snag it. Makes sense. Let's... Yeah, I guess you have to end your turn anyway. You're out of action points. You should reload. Well, let's wait, just to see. Okay, you've been woken up by the AI. Makes sense. You're patrolling. You saw a corpse. You're going to go investigate. You almost saw my guy. It's really close, actually. Thankfully, you walked into line of sight, so guess what I'm going to do? Spoiler, it's shoot you. No crits, Sag. I'm not going to quite have the kill, so someone's got to clean this up. Should be doable, but... Yeah, I've got to go to, like, here. If I go to... Yeah, okay, am I worried about these guys? Okay, these initiatives aren't very high. Okay, I'm fine. I can buff early enough that I'll be okay. See, I'm going to run out to the middle here, which isn't great, but again, with initiatives what it is, with initiative as it is, I should be fine. This shot is guaranteed damage. It might be a kill. It was sadly not. We rolled a little bit low, and so she's at 40. I don't think I'm going to need Overwatch here, because Unique goes first and gets to finish the kill every time. Cadillac is going to have a really hard time being useful. Best I can do is realistically just shoot the revolver and be loud, and it's going to suck, but it is what it is. I have to hope I don't miss, because... Wait, do I really get to shoot through this truck? Is it because this... No, okay, that's actually fully opaque. Okay, if I can shoot, you're all report as a bug that the truck blocks not enough line of sight. Let's find out. Yep, okay. Small bug. We'll report that one real quick. The front of this truck does not block line of sight. If you go back to turn start, you can see there is a blue line that goes right through the front of the truck, which seems unintended. Very minor bug, but it's technically there. Let's wait for the report to go through, and then I will hope to not fail. It's not a surprise target, so I'm, like, relying on getting a little bit lucky. Also, I'm losing some range from optimal range being good, and being obstructed is there, so... I mean, I'm guaranteed getting 4 tally from shooting twice, but I think it's still better than letting her report me. First shot misses, 60%. Second shot kills, still get a bunch of tally, though. Escalation's afoot. They arm some landmines. We've got 2 guards walking up because they heard 2 shots of gunfire. The mines can be handled, though. I'm not too worried about that one just yet. But, of course, they are sending people our way, which is a little scary. Camera sees a body. Makes sense. Camera's going to see my Cyberknight in a second as well. Let's see. What am I worried about? Do I need to get people to safety? Am I worried about these guys being a menace? And yeah, this counts as full line of sight blocking, by the way, so I'm safe where I am. At least for the moment. I would like to have Cadillac knock this camera down if I can. So I'm going to wait. Yeah, you're behind cover, so you're fine. You're walking around. You're running up. You're hunting, though. Okay, I should put you somewhere a bit safer, so I'm going to put you back a step. This should block line of sight well enough that I shouldn't be worried about this guy. We'll see if I'm right. Walking around, not far enough. Yep, we're good. Alrighty. I could just go super... Well, we're going to escalate this turn no matter what. So there's one option here. Is to be so loud I get 21 tally. Which means I'll go to instantly sec level 3, but it'll still only be 1 escalation. The worst is to go to 19 tally. I don't want to like only get +8. I really want to get exactly +10 or +0 from here. If I go to, if I stay at 11, we'll escalate, but then we have like a pretty big buffer until sec level 3. And that's pretty valuable. I think we just wear this guy down. I think we stay the stealthy route. We'll clean him up. Decent damage. Great. We're going to do a short yield so that Cadillac can run up. She's not going to get to do much, actually. She's got to go for this jam kit. You're at 17, which is a little bit scary. Also, jam kit costs 1. That seems worth it. And then I'm going to keep running you... I could actually throw a... Yeah, I'm going to throw my first refract down. Try to block this so that if he turns around, he doesn't catch me. And it's unlikely... I mean, it's possibly walks through it, but I'm going to say it's unlikely it'll happen. Okay, looks like if I stand right here, I get a shot. Oh, I'd be loud enough, though. Okay, so what if I walked here? No, I have to go here. Alright, if I go here, I get a shot. Which frees up the rest of my team to have more things to do themselves. Not a guaranteed kill, but it's decently accurate. And if I get too close, other people can hear me. So, yeah, we're going to do it this way. I only get a coin flip. Unfortunate. But it's okay. Someone else can clean up. Surely my soldier gets this one. Surely he doesn't miss. That many times. So shot 1's guaranteed glance. That means shot 2 is also guaranteed glance. Okay, we got the kill. That's fine. Down you go. Yeah, you're at 17, but Unique goes first. So I think I'm fine to just kind of run forward. And we're going to probably kill this guy at the start of next turn. I can actually hide behind this wall, I guess. It's not the prettiest, but it's okay. Oh, yeah, there's run and gun buffing again. I always forget about this. It's so easy for me to forget about run and gun. Because it's so contrary to how I normally play the game, which is to use the focused fire buff to do well. Alrighty. Reinforcements, understood. They're behind me. They don't see any corpses yet, but I don't like where they are. Yeah, so a Blooder, a Grunt Captain, and a Shock Top. Thankfully, Blooders are low armor, but they're still deadly. Alright. Well, we get the key. The red key is being piped across Unique's quantum signal now. Whoever can reach the elevator first with its digital sig can call it up. Alright, well, let's go ahead and buff the team's initiative. Theka is somewhere a little scary, so I'm actually going to run up this way and go for a proactive stun. You're at 17, but I can actually bypass that without too much difficulty. So I'm going to run all the way up to here. That's in stun range and interference spike range, which is what I want. Let's get away from the reinforcements. Let's stun the Grunt Captain, who's going to be hard to kill and in an annoying spot. And then for you, because you're ahead of half my team, we're going to interference spike you, so you can't see what's going on until everyone else can kill you. And while I'm here, I'm going to turn off this camera so that we have the space to move around. So she should be safe for a while. If I want to be really safe, I'm just going to throw a look-ahead down over this way. And that way, if they do come up, they get their initiative chopped off. You're stunned, because screw you. If I use my revolver, this guy hears it. If I pistol... No, if I revolver from here, it's acceptable. I think that's fine. I'm worried about not getting that kill. So I'm going to run an extra far up. I guess I'll run all the way to here. Basically, I don't have a good way of shooting more than 2 bullets in this guy, so I'm going to run all the way up to here. The reason being... Oh, that's... I don't think I've seen this one before. Yeah, I only have 2 shots anyway, so let's just run all the way up like this. Do I want to use Flush? I think yes. Drop your armor by 20% seems worth it. For someone, we have to kill this turn. Let's make his armor lower so he gets a little bit more damage. Drop his armor from 40 to 32. Looks decent. If he had cover, it's gone. Protocol can keep trying as well. I feel like... Okay, looks like that's going to be a real shot. Cool. Full auto, I think, is more damage overall. Let's do that. Looks decent. Second... Yeah, let's go basic shot. It should kill. Yep, great. Reloading seems pretty appropriate here. And I want to hug the right-hand side, left-hand side. I think we hug towards the right to go for this captain. I think this guy's not scary at all. I guess I'll yield to make sure that's true. Okay, you're scary. Thankfully, though, we have Refract right here. I'm glad I chose to not... Well, I guess it would have been safe no matter what, but I am still kind of glad I chose not to move anywhere. Okay, if I want a revolver, I can go here. Again, the revolver range is going to be 7. If I go here, we're at 9, so it's completely safe. Do I want to proactively get this kill, or do I want to be safe and wait for next turn? You rolled a 16, so I'm not worried about you acting too early on me. So I'm not optimized for loot. You saw nothing anyway, thanks to Refract. Another armor blueprint. Yeah, so we're seeing like, oh, I see armor blueprints twice here. Because it does seem like the game tends to put similar stuff in the boxes. That appears to be how it works. No escalations this turn, as far as I can tell. No guards are going to... Yeah, I think they're not going to see much special. We'll run forward. We're going to have line of sight next turn. That'll be fine. We can jam kit some stuff later on if we're like worried about that prox mine or something. You are running up. There's your escalation being lower. You're running up as well. You're running up as well. Okay, those ones are just doing normal patrols. Let's make sure we don't give you something to see. So let's put you here. We'll jump across this after. Yep, this ends. You can see me. You see me at the start of the turn, but again, that's fine. You're still down for 2 more turns. I'm not worried about that one. You're hard to see. That's going to be kind of annoying. But I think no one gets to wait here. We've got to kind of go for the fight. So I'm going to run up like this and use Flush, I think. We're going to use the left-hand side to come over. I think... Even if we don't kill you, I can always re-stun you. But I'm pretty sure I can get out in 2 turns. And I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to run you across. I'm going to use Flush just to lower the armor again, because your armor is at 45%. Let's drop that by 9. Great. You're now easier to kill. And your armor's only at 36. I'm thinking melee seems pretty reasonable here. If I want to be ultra safe, I can go for a stun. I don't think I need it, though. I think we just kind of all take our turns helping. That's a glance. Let's keep it going. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm just going to trust that we have the damage. You're still running up. Oh, you got close. Whoops. Whoops. That's, And you rolled a 19? Are you kidding me? Crap. If I yield below Cadillac, only she can go. I think we have to just, like, be loud. Yeah, I'm gonna debuff you. I'm just gonna let her rip. We shredded, that's really lucky. Let's Iron Grip to get some recoil back. I think run and gun... No, run and gun is not still on, but if I spend an action point run and gunning, I'm gonna not be able to shoot, so... Let's just be loud. We got the damage, that's good. Out of AP. I am gonna choose to believe... that I don't need to be worried. I choose to believe. And then Cadillac here. I don't want to rely on only one shot, so I'm going to go Revolver 3 times and hope it's good enough. Ooh, that's scary to rely on. Okay, so I shoot Revolver twice. If I still fail, I throw a Shock Mine. First shot's good enough. Okay. Let's reload Sniper Rifle. Actually, I'm just going to yield and see what the guards do. Okay, you are hunting only. We're safe. Alright, you are allowed to reload Sniper Rifle and walk up then. Am I worried about Egress getting caught? You're still stunned. You're there with a melee weapon? No, I'm not worried. Let's go towards the exit. No new tally this turn. That's fortunate. Camera turns on. Sees some corpses. Yep. I'm glad you're useless. This is the last turn of your stun, by the way, so I have to re-up this or do something else. Gotta be a little concerned about the landmine. Let's stand here for now. Basically, just get the squad to somewhere where we feel safe, and then figure out the actual movements here. So, you running across is fine. I think it's acceptable. I don't want to turn off 2 mines. I don't think I need to. Camera sees you. I don't care. We're escalating anyway. It doesn't change anything. I don't have Scramble. That's fine. I'm going to re-stun this captain. And stay down. Alright, so yeah, you can just stay over there. Someone will turn this on, and then we'll all get out. Should be okay. And let's jam kit now, just because if the escalation is turning on devices, I can turn them back off with jam kit. This actually, because of doing this actually allows one of the escalations to be turning on devices, which means it's a dead escalation, which I am fine with. This should allow me to hack the device. Elevator's been called. Time to drop. Alright. Well, that's you done for the turn. Okay. Escalation is reinforcements. Yep, sure. But you're far away, so we're going to be alright. We are making our exit. This security device seeing corpses doesn't matter. Someone's here. Yes. Do I care? No. Alright, part 1 complete. Surely everyone makes it out. I don't see how we wouldn't. Yeah, AP to spare. We are chilling. You're still stunned. Alright, time for part 2. Here we go. Might be a bumpy ride down, but it is going to be even bumpier at the bottom, so stay sharp. A victory for us. Alright, it's time for the District 83 depths. Alex is in a prison cell somewhere in the depths. The prison is too far underground to know much more. The depths. We are way below the towers now. That is a lot of concrete over our heads. Let's focus on the problem right in front of us now. We are close to Alex. Time is running short. You could feel it in the air. We'd better move. And here he is in a jail cell. Something is not right. You're close enough now that I can't say there isn't a K-Milieu... Or that I can say, rather, there isn't a K-Milieu surgical suite down here. They aren't slicing Alex up. They're holding him for someone. This wasn't some random pickup. They had Alex's numbers. They're holding him for Warner Braun. Bust Alex out and extract before this all goes to hell and back. Alrighty, well, we have the red key, of course. We have to extract the entire team. We have to free Alex, who's way over there. And he is, you know, a solid 75 meters away across a very large area with 2 cameras and a pressure sensor. We also are coming in at sec level 3. Got some guards around here that we should get some info on. You are running away. You are turning away. So we can probably bypass you guys entirely. We also get this nice start of stage buff, which is pretty cool. Tactical Surge, good as always. But we should, of course, let these guards waste their turn and not see us. There we go. You are walking away. We can just ditch you. I'm still sad that my AR is not silenced. I screwed that one up. And then we can run past you. I'm sure you're going to turn back next turn. Yep, you're going to turn down, but that means we can be over here and it's okay. You're over there and still walking away, so that's not a big scary either. Yeah, I am away. I'm just barely out of footstep noise. It's actually close. Let's get to here. And we get info on some new guards, sure. And you're the annoying one where you're looking right at us. Your initiative is a 20. Your initiative is a 17. You're at 17. You're at 21, but you're really far away, so I can probably bypass you. One thing I'm worried about is that... Okay, so I only clip your vision cone. So I could run past that and it's okay. This actually isn't a big deal. The diagonal here is probably okay, but it's a little bit risky. With 1 AP to spare, I can still stun. But that's scary against you. Okay. If I stop here, I'm like clearly in your line of sight. If I stop here, I'm not getting as much progress as I want. And if I go here, that's like playable. Here, let's turn the cones on just so I know where to go. Yeah, so if I run to here, I have 1 AP in case it goes badly, so that I can stun if I need to. Or I can like crouch and try to, you know, wind up somewhere. That seems acceptable. Let's do it. Lots more info. You don't see me for enough. That's what I thought. I can't delay much, actually. And you're at 20. Yeah, you're at 20. You're a sniper at 15. You're at 17. Okay, what are you all going to do? And can I catch all 3 of you? Yes. Oh? Yes. Okay, you are going to walk towards us. We got to get this kill. You're going to walk down, which means we could... I can't hide from you, but we can kill you somewhere far away. And then you're actually going to walk away, which does give me the space to get away from you. So we can maybe leave you alive, at least for a bit. You have to die, and then we can maybe wait for you, but it'll be tough to line this all up. I'm going to yield and see what I can get done. Yeah, so Cadillac can't do much different here. Cadillac can basically do the exact same thing, which is kind of like stand around. So I think you line of sight on many people if we can. It'd be hard to. Yeah, this thing makes it tough. And I want to knock this pressure plate down, so I want to have her kind of make some progress forward, but... And I probably want to knock this camera down, because we are going to run up at some point, so... That one's scary too, actually. That one's going to swoop down like this. I don't know how far it's going to swoop down, but I might want to jam kit that. Okay, let's jam kit that, and then... make the rest of the way down to like where the Cyber Knight is. That's going to be reasonable, I think. I can also try to make use of Refract here. I also forgot to use Silence to get farther. I'm going to pop it now because it's still one of my best uses of the ability. A little bit of move speed. And yeah, you're not getting seen for enough. I can just end my turn right here and it'll be okay. I can also try to go for Lure. If she wins an initiative enough. Except for end your turn to see what her initiative is. Okay, how good is your roll? It's great. That's good. Okay, I think I'm allowed to just chill. I think my team will be fine. Looks like I'm allowed to stealth into there and I won't get spotted, so... let's just stealth up to the wall. You'll be fine. You're second, but you're way over there, so I'm not worried about that one. Alright, I would like to use my tools if I can. Which means if I go here... yeah, Thrown Bowl's not going to work from there. Hold Up is, I think, pretty mediocre. Actually, I think Hold Up is fine. It'll keep one person from moving, and means that even if your initiative roll is good, we can bypass you. And it means I can leave them... yeah, I can basically leave them AFK for all of next turn. And, like, deal with them at the very end. Which I'm kind of tempted to. Like, what else am I going to use this action point for? Although I might not actually have pure line of sight. That might not count. Okay, let's just run out here then. Do more of the same, just kind of run out here. I'll have line of sight a few people. You can pick stuff up. Should be reasonable. Actually, no. Let's go here and duck into the wall. As I keep going back and forth with what I want to do. Let's duck. Let's go here. It's a line of sight on a person or two. Seems playable. Alright, and then finally my soldier. Doesn't run nearly as fast as everyone else. Just Got slow feet. But I think, yeah, around here seems playable. Again, I'm going to clip the corner only. That should be fine. These guys all seem far enough away. This camera, there's no way it takes a 180. I mean, it literally can't. It's posted on a wall. It can't turn that far. So this seems like a safe enough staging area. The urban assault is loud, so it'll be hard to get a lot of kills without making a lot of noise, but we'll see. Alright, turn 1. Landmines, great. Yeah, of course they go to the security level 3 here. The only permutation is landmines, and so landmines are now blocking my entrance. Annoying, but is what it is. I could feel it. Someone was coming. It's oppressive down here, and not just because the towers piled above us. Prepare to move quickly. Something is not right. Take me to Alex. We need to end this quickly. Our timeline is accelerated. So the Warner Braun were bounty hunting for the Brock clan when they picked Alex up. They just saw him as a big payday, I'm sure. Actually, I think this is a bug and they mean to say K-Milieu. Dialogue bug in 11th Hour Part 2. When the Brock executioner shows up, Blur says the Warner Braun were bounty hunting, but I think she's meant to mention the K-Milieu. Looks like the wrong faction is tagged in this dialogue. Alright. I have not seen them script the dialogue in this game, but from what I have seen, it seems like there's like some sort of like, you know, at Faction 1, and, you know, Faction 1 is K-Milieu, and Faction 2 is Warner Braun, right? And like, at proper noun 1 is Alex, at proper noun 2 is Brock, or something like that. Anyway, if the Executioner reaches Alex, our rescue target will be dead. They do it as quickly, but as quietly as we can. Once the Executioner realizes a Cyber Knight is in play, they're not going to slow walk this anymore. But as long as they are unaware or suspicious, they will walk towards the cell. When they are alerted, they will race. So don't get the bad guys too angry. Got it. Okay, so what am I allowed to do here? Well, only you two can hear my gun. You are late enough that Protocol can clean you up, but you are early. Actually, the range is going to be a problem. Actually, I don't even have anyone in line of sight right now. I can try to use Lure. I mean, Lure is very good. I can drag everyone together in like a one big group. I'm not sure it's powerful enough. I would like to use Lure, but I'm feeling like we should get kills here. Like, I might even lure these two that way. I'm gonna say, you guys go run over there. Right, because this guy's gonna run backwards, so like, I can at least stage up here before doing any more. So the play is basically, so by the way, you can path around, right? So this one is obviously blocking this path up. If we went all the way through the middle, we'd have this to deal with, and probably that to deal with, or this. But you can path around here and up this way. And by the way, just barely, this is pathable. So this landmine is ignorable as long as you carefully path. If you auto-path, you'll get clipped. But if you carefully path, you'll be fine. This one is non-negotiable. This one will hit you. Yes, you can tank it. It is not going to kill you. It's going to do like, you know, 43 damage or whatever. But still, why trigger it if you can help it? But we can stage here. We can walk this way. We can probably ignore you. If you keep walking this way, we can ignore you entirely. Come up, come around. There might be a guard in here. We don't know. But that's you know, handleable with silenced weapons. You're already walking down. You're walking forward. You walking forward is scary. I think you might see us. But I'm tempted to be like, hey, what if you guys just, you know, what if you just run over here? You know, what if you just like group up way over there? Another option, of course, is to run a bit farther up and then fully lure all three. Right? If I get closer up, I have a better spot that I can lure from, and I can like make sure they all come together. But again, I think I can bypass this guy. Also, by the way, let's go investigate the guys we have here. So we have some more mech infantry. Again, a lot of armor, a lot of health. The Brock Executioner, by the way, incredible amount of health and a revolver and incredibly high armor as well. Fewer protection points, but higher total armor. And then they've got a shotgunner behind just for good measure. With, again, quite a lot of health, quite a lot of armor. Okay, let's actually plan this turn out correctly. What's the goal? I could just go for damage, and it would probably work. One problem is min optimal is 20, and I'm at 16 already. I could take a step back, and it would, you know, function. No one else would hear the gunfire. So it's, like, playable. I just don't know if it's what I really want. Usually the only two who are going to hear it. Damage looks decent. I think, yeah, let's do it. I think we'll just snipe from here. Shot 1, shot 2. Only the two can hear the gunfire. We can clean them up. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go. Shot 1 is okay. Shot 2 sucked. Okay, you are absolutely trash. Let's put Refract down, I don't know, somewhere like this. Let's try to block what might be a patrol route. And then I think Revolver is not worth it. It's going to be too loud. I think him seeing you, let's not wake him up just yet. I can just do a delay instead. Okay, it's CK's turn. The problem with the CK is, yeah, she does not have good tools right now. So this is going to be... Oh, and you're going to see me as well. Crud. Okay, I need to stun somebody. Well, okay, I can try to delay, but I'm really afraid of not getting this kill in time. Yeah, I did not do the best job I could have. Alright, so the plan is going to be sprint up here. Atomic Stutter this guy. If you're the hardest to kill, I think this could be handled. Sprint up here. Get seen. Atomic Stutter you. Oh, I don't... Okay, no. This is still worth stuttering. You're stunned. You don't technically know just yet because I got back out of your eyesight, but realistically... Okay, strike 1 was bad. To be safe, I should stun. Partially because she has a evasion buff here, which is going to make me a little bit sad. I think going for a stun is just the safest way about this. At least you can't hit me back. We got a fat glance there. With my one action point, I can't do anything, so I'm going to end my turn. Well, I could, like, step up, but... I guess I should step up. Like, why not? I'm going to stay crouched so I don't wake him up any further. I don't want him to be fully alert. Gives a better chance of getting something convenient. Yeah, you're stunned. Still in range of you. Okay, Egress needs to get this one. And I think it's going to be pretty playable. Let's again flush for the armor. If it's really bad, Protocol can clean up. Debuffed. Armor down to 32%. Accuracy very, very high. I'm not going to risk this. My recoil is at 15. I would go down to 79 to hit. I don't want to risk it. Let's just shoot. I could have saved an action point if I wanted to risk it, but I don't want to risk it. Let's just kind of run you up to the closer cover. Great. You are stunned. And that's why I stunned, by the way, because we weren't going to get that one otherwise. And then you, with you guys both being stunned, can make a lot of progress. We'll start here. Now, I'll try to remember that run and gun is real. I think full auto is correct here, by the way. Didn't quite kill. Sucks to suck. I do have some recoup, though, which is nice. I'm tempted to go just melee range now. Actually, let's run and gun first. I want to get into range of you, but it's not going to be real. Yeah, I'm just not going to have... I just, like, can't because you're just too well hidden. I guess, okay, here would work. Maybe? Is this range or, like, I can't see high enough? I guess that's... I'm going to have a hard time seeing your head. We're just gonna move up this way. Okay, it's guaranteed glance. Let's walk up. He's going to kill no matter what, so I don't really care. I'm going to go here so that I have run and gun. I mean, I could, like, reload and go only one. But I think 3 bullets is enough that I'm happy just to run all the way. And right here, we'll have to jam kit this, and I'm going to get run and gun for next turn. These guys are all reasonably far away, but I did take my turn pretty early, so depending on what their patrol routes are, it could be scary. Ooh, okay, thank you. Thank you, boxes and refract. Yep, we're fine. Okay. Cadillac needs to not get caught by everything, of course. Let's just run out like this. I think that's acceptable. Actually, do I want to lure right now and just be like, do not fucking track me? Don't do it. I think turning these guys are... turning him around it seems worth it. Actually, I might want to only hit him. Like, and not catch that other guy. Should be like, you turn around. Do not come around behind me. That seems worth it, right? That's got to be worth it. There you go. Okay, don't follow me. Okay, okay. Yep, you're stunned for many, many turns. You've seen nothing and heard nothing. They are unaware of popping their armor buff, and you are a VIP on the move. Good for you. Searching for the source of quantum interference, +2 tally. Yep, because no one is alive to report me. No devices have seen me. We are completely safe here. Have to take down the prox mine. Have to be worried about... Looks like we have 2 more guards, so you might matter and you might matter. They're also pretty tanky. I hope you don't go anywhere too scary. What did you look at for that? For now, I'm actually safe against all these patrols. I don't believe anyone can like really walk at me and see anything, so I'm not too worried yet. You are heading towards the middle, which is scary. I don't have atomic stutter right now, and you saw a body. That's actually a problem. Okay, but I do truly, and then I don't want to shoot this guy. I do need to definitely go for a jam kit here. That needs to get knocked down. I could keep waiting. They're defending the asset. You are guarding over there. Cool. Great. Please keep being useless. Thank you. You are guarding. Okay, you stand around. Good to know. So the one at the front... Oh, you went pretty far on that turn. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay. Alright, so do I think we can kill this grunt captain? Well, I'm going to throw it on marker sites now, because I can get it to start on cooldown sooner, and it debuff lasts 3 turns. So there's not like a massive rush here. Yeah, the second I walk out, you're going to see me. And I don't have any other stun tools, because this is still going to be down. Yeah, atomic sight are still down. If I kill you, you actually won't see the body. Oh, no, you will, actually. Yeah, you'll see the body. You probably will not, because this will count as cover and you won't see it. But this gets tight. I don't have lure up. I can try to use refract. That's really difficult to make work. You rolled a 16, but darn. I mean, the thing is, I also want to make progress, right? All right, I'm gonna try to have Egress do it. I'm gonna try to have him find a spot where he can get acceptable line of sight and throw down. Actually, I'm gonna try for thrown bullet. I'm gonna try to have him use like get over to here, use thrown bullet and drag this guy away. And then try to just force down this guy. That's the plan. That's the plan. Or, actually, one thing I could also do, I can rewind Cadillac, who's got all of her tools available. That's actually better. Let's do that. Actually, no, she only has 2 action points. No, let's not do it. We're going to go for the thrown bullet strategy. So we're going to keep following the Executioner. Regular guards just patrolling back and forth. Sure thing. They gotta get a little bit closer. Get to here. That seems fine. Not getting seen or heard, right? No icon over my head. And you are gonna go that way. You can only hear footsteps. You're gonna go investigate that. We will still kill you at some point, but I'm not in a rush. You're still stunned, and you are stunned for the entirety of this and only the next turn. So we're running a little bit low on time. We're okay for now, but it will get spicy. We know you're standing still. And the tough thing is I don't have a good snipe. Okay, this is like my best sniper angle, and only these 2 can hear it, so this is actually kind of acceptable. This is the spot, and based on what I can see, they're not going to spot me. If I really wanted to be safe, I could throw a refract down, but I think I'm actually okay to stand here. This is at exactly 20 meters, so the sniper rifle is going to be perfectly accurate. Yeah, I think I'm allowed to stand here, and this guy's not going to catch me. I think he's only been standing still. I might be misremembering. Actually, you know what? Let's be a little bit safe. Let's throw down a refract right here. This allows me to not get seen by the camera, because it might clip me. It also means this patrol won't see me, and I still expect myself to use refract again on like the exit. Like, you're fine where you are. I think I don't need another jam kit. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to use another jam kit. This is fine. Let's actually go and start taking down this guy. One not get my gun herds. Let's go stand around here. This should be fine. This should be fine. Yeah, let's just shoot. Then we'll go, what, full auto, I guess? Or is single twice better? I think single twice is better because we're obstructed here. Decent damage. He didn't turn around, so we're fine. Ah, nice savagery, which means I get another shot. I didn't even think about that. But savagery is a little bit of a nice bonus there. I'm not gonna walk because I technically have a charge of run and gun is still on for this turn. So I'd rather it pop during the next turn. It won't pop twice in the same turn, but it, we'll let you go sequentially. So I'm just gonna stand here and waste the movement point. I think it's fine. Unique can kind of sprint up here, and yeah, she would get spotted, so I can't go too far. Is there anything I'm willing to do, actually? Not really. My guns are too loud, so I have to freaking silence my AR. So I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go around like this. I'm gonna go hug this wall, which means I'm not getting seen by you. I'm gonna go up to here. With stutter being up next turn, I can like stun this guy and make progress towards this, and it should be acceptable. There is some escalation. I'm not sure from what, but we have some tally here. Is it a body timer or something? I actually don't know what got seen. Oh, a corpse did get seen on patrol. Okay. Oh yeah, he saw a body. That's right. He's gonna rat on me about that. Is your initiative good? No, it's 16. Okay, we're gonna be okay then. I guess you might get woken up. That would be scary. Actually, if you get woken up, I'm actually fried. Well, no. If you have initiative of 6, like you can't deal damage to me. You're melee. You're going late enough. You're stunned. You're melee. You're melee. If you run towards me, we have Refract in the way. I think it's actually okay. I think I'm allowed to take the risk here. It's not gonna be a problem. Okay, I think we're fine. Yeah, so fatality reported. They're gonna send somebody. They're sending Thedo the Street Warrior, who's very far away, thankfully, but he may still be able to catch up to me. Yep, you're on your normal guard because all that was woken up. You're just chilling. You're gonna stay by the VIP. Makes sense. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see, what is the plan? I think we should let this guy run away. Throwing bullet should drag him out. It shouldn't be a problem. If I shoot, he's gonna turn and hear gunfire, so I can't do that yet. I would like this kill, but it's gonna be hard to get to. I think I'm safe to delay and let the turn burn down. Based on what I know, I should not be in danger here. You're on the move, you go very, very little. You're still stunned. You're standing around. You're patrolling back, which is a little scary. We're okay for now, though. You're going to keep defending the asset. You need to reload this gun, that's for sure. We can let you have your turn. We can have you whack this guy. I think taking the strike is completely reasonable. It's a guaranteed kill, but there's no rush, right? There's literally no rush, so I'll do it at the end of the turn. Oh, no. He chose to investigate because... Of course he did, yeah. Because he saw a corpse, and so his goal was, let's go do something aggressive. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, okay. That makes sense why he would overrule Thrown Bullet. Alright, well... Be that as it may, it is time to frag some people. Actually, you know what? I didn't think about the fact that I had enough action points to be highly useful. So you're still marker sighted. And I don't have... I have line of sight on you. I could shoot, move one action point, then shoot again, and that would actually be... That would let me well, if it hits. If it doesn't hit, I'm sad, but I guess we just take that risk. I don't want to marker sights for that. I think we can take this risk. If it misses, it sucks, but oh well. Alright, is what it is. I'm going to run you one step up, which should give me run and gun. I'm going to iron grip for recoil, because there's nothing else going on. And take this shot with pretty good accuracy. I don't think I want to crosshair lock. I think it's not worth it for a single shot. It might be, but I think it isn't. It's an 8-turn cooldown. Yeah, I'll wait. We'll just shoot. It's decent damage, but we're not there yet. Okay, it's Cadillac's turn to go do some stuff. Unfortunately, we have 3 people who are going to hear gunfire. The third person is... Who's the third person? You. You're going to hear me? You absolute jerk. That is really rude of you to do this to me. Okay, I kind of want that shot. Oh, man. Okay, how do I clean this up correctly? So I've only got 3 characters left. You are stunned for the remainder of this turn, and your initiative roll is 14, so it's still not urgent against you. You are real, but we have Atomic Stutter. We have Stutter back up. And next turn we have Tactical Surge to go hard. But I'm also under the gun here, because, hey, the VIP is, you know, about quarter of the way there? 1, 2, 3, then the exit. I don't want to get caught in the crosshair, because, or the crossfire, because there's really powerful drones there. I want to get out before they get here. I can use Refract up a little bit, but still, it's a little tight. I can't shoot where I am, because you're going to hear me. I don't want to deal with that. I also want to move up, because Refract's going to drop really soon. That's also scary. So how do I manage wanting to kill as many of the guards as I can, and also getting to safety? Well, let's start here. Let's get to around 18, 19 meters. So how much else you can do to shoot is the thing. It's kind of the best I have, is taking this shot and hoping it's good enough, because I don't want to wake you up yet, and I think I have to stun you if you don't die. Okay, that's nice. I think that's worth it. I think we'll walk you up a bit closer as well. Get you off the landmine. Gives me some room to work with. You're fine where you are. For you, I can go to here, which is 3 AP left. I'm still hiding behind cover against this guy, so I'm not worried about it. But I can hit flush and get some pretty good damage. No one else will hear it. Revolver's going to be too loud. But flush drops your armor from 77 to something much lower. Probably in the 50s, I think? 62. It's still an improvement. Still not a kill, though. But we're definitely getting more damage per shot. And it's got to be stutter here. There's no way it's not. Well, let's keep you down for now. And I'm tempted to start, like, you know, lurking up towards this guy. Do I have a good rewind target yet, though? I think realistically I want to pop this at some point when it's useful. And I'm really tempted to... Oh my gosh, my entire team has a bad initiative roll. If you do something scary, I am so screwed. Okay, I'm gonna throw a bunch of buffs down on the Vanguard. I'm gonna rewind you, and I'm gonna give you pre-computed, so that you can go early in case stuff is bad. You can save us. I'm just gonna lurch up towards here because I can walk up and stun or something. You're still annoying, but like, I can figure it out. You can like waste your turn. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I think making forward progress is correct here. Alright, well, no new stuff. There was an escalation. What is the escalation? The escalation is blank. Nothing, there's no cards in the deck or in that hand, so we're chilling. Sniper rifle has visibility on one person. Let's see, what is your initiative? It's 6 teams ahead of literally everybody. I should not go first. I should wait for everyone to do their jobs. I don't have a good jam kit. I'm going to jam kit that probably. There's no lure I can go for. Luring these guys is kind of useless because I have to get through them anyway. I could, like, try to lure you away and deafen you, but that seems really scary. Like, I could try to lure you away, but I'm worried about it being bad. Like, I just don't know if I have, like, the time to get it all done. As much as I would like to use the ability. I think for now it's wait. Let them have their turn. Okay, you're turning back around's good. You're getting closer, though. I am about to be stuck in a gunfight here. I'm about to be stuck in a gunfight. I'm not making the progress I want to. I'm, like, not really using no AP, but I just feel like my damage isn't there. And a lot of it's because I didn't silence my Cybernite's AR, so I'm just missing damage here, because I'm just not using that gun. Because it's just way too loud for this. Okay, so we need to go and get some stuff done this turn. If I crouch forward, you technically won't hear me. I don't have a stun of it. Oh yeah, this is Tactical Surge, of course. I'm going to security scramble this pressure sensor. And I can get this close. I can get this close without you hearing footsteps. You are stunned for this and the next and the turn after. Marker size will end though, so I want to actually get this kill while you're still bonus accuracy for me. I can't stun this guy, but I can get damage here. You can't see anything. The best you could do is see the corpse if I get the kill. I'm willing to take that risk, and that's fine. You see me. You're angry. I only get 2 strikes. Am I really just I'm glancing every time, man. You're still at 300 health. You're at 17, you're at 15. I think I interference to slow you down in case I have to go into combat. At least you're going to go into combat late. If nothing else I can spend action points on. Egress. Yeah, so I need this kill. This kill is a nice to have. His gun's going to be too loud for a lot of this. And of course my CK is blocking line of sight here, so... Oof, going out that far scares me a bit, but I kind of have to. I kind of need this kill. That kill's going to wake you up, for sure. You're going to see the corpse. There's no way you're not. But I have a good way around that one. Okay, let's do a couple of yield games here. So... This guy has 45 armor. This guy has 42 armor because of Atomic Stutter plus Flush. Wow, that is incredibly low. That's great. Which means he's actually kind of good shooting this guy and having someone else shoot up here. Well, I mean, but shred chance. How do I clean this up the right way? I don't want to go loud with the revolver and go for a gun kata. That would certainly be effective, right? If I could get to here without taking damage, like I use jam kit or something, and I gun kata, I get really good damage there. Protocol can do kind of similar with the SMG. Yeah, Unique's going ahead of this guy, so I'm not too worried about this. She's going to have stutter back up as well, so like, the worst you're going to do is going to see the corpse and get stunned, so that's not a big deal. This kill, the thing is, this kill needs to happen. So no matter what, that kill needs to happen, so we just got to go for it. That's telling me I'm going to be safe. That's going to tell me it's a spot I can shoot from. Let's go. We got to get this kill. Shot 1. Shot 2. And I get reloaded one more shot. I don't think I need flush here. Still not dead. Holy moly. I'm going to yield and have Cadillac go because she has poor target selection here. I mean, really poor target selection. Holy moly. That's acceptable, I guess. The other option is going here, which I think is actually also reasonable. I have 8 action points, which is still only just 1 shoot, 1 reload. Okay, that's telling me no one else can do the gunfire. So we go here. 65%. Thank you. Ooh, they might not have ragdoll far enough. We might be okay. We'll see. Take the reload. And I'm going to put you back in this direction. I'm still... Ooh, that's getting a little spicy for me. I'm going to run to here and still throw down... Actually, wait. Refract's range is just good enough. Okay, we've got to refract from, like, here, then. Let's block the body and, like, most of the angle into seeing this. I think this is acceptable. Somewhere like that is going to be acceptable. And I'm just going to kind of run and kind of stay around here, like, mostly out of line of sight and behind a little bit of cover. That seems reasonable. Another option, actually, is can I use an effective lure? Not easily, no. I think if I drag them to here, they'll walk left. But I don't want to drag them too far forward. I guess they are all walking forward. Are they slower if I lure them? I'm not sure they are. Like, I'm not sure this does anything better than what they're already doing. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait one more turn for lure and try to find a better one. I think I'll be okay on visit. Oh, I could hug here. That would definitely hide me from visibility. I definitely don't get seen if I'm standing right here. This should count as good cover as well. Okay. Yeah, you don't see the corpse. I should just kill you while I can because this is like the best chance for it. And I don't need to burn crosshair lock. This guy's not dangerous to me. Nice crit. Second full auto should work pretty well. Corpse should hopefully stay hidden. Yeah, it's like behind a barrel as well, so that's not going to trigger anyone to be too angsty. We are going to need this kill at some point. Again, Atomic Stutter can handle it for a decent portion of this. I guess like the entire squad needs to stand like right around here. I'm getting a little jammed up. Actually, oh right, shoot. You've been told to move, so I'm actually really worried about what you're gonna see. I might just literally stay right here. Let's see. I'm gonna leave you standing still though. I don't want to pop run and gun much like last time. Maybe that's wrong, but I think you're okay where you're standing. Okay. So there's a corpse that ran out. Thankfully, that corpse is way back somewhere else. So I'm gonna send Shu. Okay. So Shu is being sent to go investigate probably You? Yeah, okay, shoot. You're actually going right behind me. You're far, but... Okay. Do I need another refract? This is my last refract for a long time. I don't have rewind for a long time either. It's like 5 turns out, 4 turns out. I have smokes if I really need them, which again I can actually rebuy. They are not expensive. I can stack them up basically forever. I'm really feeling like refract is worth it here. There's a good chance one of these two goes toward me, so I'm really tempted to like this refract is good. It's gonna buy me a lot, but I am worried about this. I think I should refract. I think it is correct to do so. Let's put it somewhere like this, which should block just about everything. I think this is correct. This is getting really close for comfort. This is getting really tight. I think I also want to knock down... I might want to knock down this prox mine. I shouldn't need to. I shouldn't need to knock down that prox mine. Let's just delay. Let's just wait. Okay, you're going over there. That's good. You are still defending the asset. Covering the low ground, sure. Pops the shield buff again. Sure. You're still fine where you are. We're not in danger yet. You're just patrolling. VIP on the move. How far are you going? Some. And you can now just about see the entrance, which is going to be a little bit scary, but we're not there just yet. Cool. If you run, you can get to this pad with 1 AP to spare. Which means I can safely go for the stun, and we're fine. This stun is, like, clearly needed, I'm pretty sure. You are stunned. You are going to go open this door. Security force barrier. Yep. Who the hell are you? Who the hell? Who are you? That is not something we're going to talk about right now. Too many ears. We are here to spring you before you get killed. That's what matters right now. All we're talking about is exits. The situation is changing rapidly above you, so here's what I've got. We've got this guy. Head for this old cargo tunnel. There is also this. There's an old cargo entrance, and there's also an access bridge. I don't know if these are mislabeled or not, but either way, we can either basically go through everyone, or try to, like... I mean, basically it's like we can go through everyone this way, or we can just loop around down this corner. I know what I'm going to consider. Either way, you're done. We technically broke the rules with a second Scourge, just not on this mission. I don't really mean it. And of course, what would the game be without greeting for a bunch of loot? So, let's take that. How loud is our shotgun? 35 meters. How far away are these guys? 31. It's getting a little close. We can also try to leave this guy up. I mean, realistically, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You're stunned for 3 whole turns. I can leave you alive. You're going to run over with your tons of bonus AP. We get some more stuff. We get a whole lot of crafting materials. We get an underworld report. That's a little bit in the open. You're at 17, which would definitely scare me. I'm thinking I don't walk quite that far forward. I mean, we're like really close to your vision range, right? Like if you win initiative, I just kind of lose the game. Unless I can guarantee that like Cadillac can throw something down in time, which yeah, does not seem like a guarantee. So I'm pretty sure I need to leave you somewhere like this. I don't know what happens if this turns on in the middle of the turn. Actually, I can just biomimic. So I will avoid triggering cameras, prox mines, bioscan fields, and laser wires. Okay, so it actually does not block pressure sensors. That's kind of too bad. It blocks landmines, but I mean, honestly, let's just do it anyway. Let's pop this and try to stand somewhere like relatively safe. I'm just gonna stand here anyway because we're gonna leave next turn, so who cares? They're already heading my way. That way you can walk past and ignore landmines because you can ignore landmines. You guys are getting pretty close. Don't need this kill. Do want to get ready for the exits. I think actually standing around though is fine. I think reload and end turn is actually really reasonable here. I should have delayed, not ended my turn. That was a mistake. Because I don't know what these guys are doing. Like if he ran up and I was afraid, like if it got actually scary, I would want to be able to shoot him. So that was a mistake. We're alright though. Not much happening. Yep. You're patrolling. Again, these are the non-scary ones. Cadillac can wait. Actually, now is a pretty good time to go for lure, right? If we can pull you guys away, let's try to pull you guys away. Decibel level exceeded, and let's see if you actually get lured. I actually don't know, because they do kind of have a job already, but... so yeah, the CK can run around like this, or I can just jam kit this mine and go a little bit faster. I still have a spare charge, so like I can always re-jam kit as needed. But this allows there to be a much straighter path, which seems worth. Also, okay, let's delay real quick. You are running over. You're not there yet. Okay. So there's basically no more surprises. Because, I mean, other than initiative, which to be fair, initiatives are pretty spread out here. And I could definitely get caught out in a weird spot. I'm going to have this guy post up and basically hold this exit. He can open fire when needed. But there's no surprise escalations here. It's not possible for that. And so, to me, it's like, okay, we can basically just use Jam Kit to get the cleanest path out possible. I think this is going to end this turn, by the way. So this is going to open up and be a clean line of sight. So I got to make sure that people are safe where they're standing. Which feels like I can go a step back here. This is still dead till next turn. We're not going to get an escalation that's going to turn anything on. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I bought leverage. That turns me off for 2 turns. Yeah, I forgot. That would be pretty good, though. We'll do it next turn. Might as well. Alright, let's see what we get. +2 tally. Still, again, no new information. One thing I'm afraid of is that my CK is really far away. And is only going to get to, like, here on her turn. Pressure trigger. Got hit. That's a little scary. Let's see what you guys do. You're patrolling. You're patrolling. You're getting closer, which is a little scary. You are getting not close enough. You're defending the asset, sure. You are defending the asset. Yep, makes total sense. You're still stunned. Okay, did lure work on you? Yes, good. Alright, that bought me meaningful amounts of time. That is very helpful. Okay, you're still stunned for this and next turn. My CK can pretty easily... I'm going to ignore pressure plates. We've triggered pressure twice, which is a little scary. But I'm going to drop your guys' initiative by 2. So I can hopefully beat you on the race. It looks like I'm not going to. In fact, yep, you're already back on the way. I will need some way to make sure that she stays safe, because she's going to be caught in a firing line, I'm pretty sure. Guarding, good for you. You are defending the asset, but yeah, you're still just kind of protecting. You're not... None of those guys have, like, their own initiative. Yeah, you're still done for another turn. I would like to disorient, but I'm not going to be remotely in range. It's not worth running all the way up to do that. But I would love to drop vision range by 5 and make this a little bit easier for me. That's not going to be possible, though. The nice thing is, my ZK rolled well in initiative, so I'm kind of okay. So yeah, you're going to run all the way to here. This mine turns back on next turn. My CK is still going to be in a weird spot. Can't do much about that. Let's get most of the team down. Let's have the Vanguard make sure the CK can get to safety. Basically going to be the play here. He's hunting. He's patrolling. Okay, let's get more of the team down here towards safety. Feels like that is a totally okay spot for you to be. You're not going to get seen. You're totally going to be fine. No action points, that's okay. Cadillac does not have anything for another couple of turns. I don't have Refract for 3, I don't have Jam Kit for 2. I have Silence, which is not that useful. I have a Shock Mine, which I don't need. Same with the Smoke Grenade. Put you here, that's cover. Yeah, I have nothing to use, so there's no reason for her to stick around. Not really. Still awkward for the CK, which is too bad, but is what it is. You're still fine where you are, let's leave you. Ooh, we get reinforcements. Okay. They're far enough away that it's okay for now. Grunt Captain. These are not necessarily the guys who got reinforced, but they are people who are going to get redirected, including you, which is a little scary. Sec AI in your ear. You shouldn't see me just yet, but it's going to be close. Very close. You're far enough away, and you're hunting back the other direction. Okay, cool. So I have Tactical Surge up next turn. Also, based on... Okay, and you're still stunned for the remainder of this turn, but not next. But you're melee, so I don't really care. I should be fine to make a run for it. I think you are not the scary one. I should be getting out of your line of sight, no problem. Let's make sure that's true. Yep, we're good. Let's make more progress, going to here. That's going to be very high quality cover where I won't get seen. Quick check on Jam Kit availability. Do I have Jam Kit next turn? Yes, which means I can go for... Oh no, I don't have Security Scramble yet. Okay, so I literally couldn't leave if I wanted to. This has to be knocked down at some point. Alex might not have Biomimic anymore, actually. If he doesn't have Biomimic up, he can't bypass that mine either, and he's stuck. They are still just kind of walking around. Okay, you're back on the move. But we thankfully... I mean, like, by the grace of dice rolls... Yep, you're fine. You're behind the wall. That's what I thought. By an initiative of 1, got out before her turn. That is... Don't get me wrong. That is pretty lucky. I did not plan this out quite correctly. If I was really afraid, I could have thrown smoke grenades down, but I didn't think I needed them. And, you know, I was right. We didn't need them, but I did have some backup tools. But I think we're going to be in the clear. So let's try to see what these three are going to do. Might as well. Yeah, so Biomimic is down. That's going to trigger a landmine. I don't want that. I mean, I don't have to care because he's not going to join the team anyway, so him getting injured doesn't matter, but it still seems silly, so let's not bother. I can walk a little bit closer just because I can. Actually, I can walk to here. That's even better. That seems just correct. Get close to the exit, basically. Cool. Oh, I can dissolve that body. I mean, I guess, right? What else are you doing? Unique's going to stay where she is. I don't think there's a reason to buff initiative here. I guess I could just to be safer. Like here, let's make sure I go early in case their pathing is weird. Let me go first next turn. I can buy that. They are patrolling up. Again, I'm in cover, so we're okay. Just gotta make sure we can make the run for it successfully. That's kind of funny, the auto-pathing there. Okay. Well, again, no reason to have my protectors leave yet, just in case there's really a gunfight. Cadillac will have some of her tools up next turn. Mostly just Jam Kit, but at least she technically will. Alright, another guard's been activated. Sure. Katu's been sent to intercept. Alrighty, so the plan is, let's knock this down with Jam Kit. And then if I need to make it out, I can make it out. Okay, cool. You're useless. Oh, Tactical Surge makes this really nice. When are you going? You're going next. Okay, yeah, we're probably chilling then. Alright, I think the team makes it. I think he can make that run. If he can't, we'll figure it out. But I'm pretty sure we'll have enough. Alright, this should be the evac. I'm willing to send everyone out. I think it'll be okay. Yep, you're fine. Alrighty, cool. Managed to make it out without getting officially seen, without getting spotted, without getting shot at. I did get lucky on one initiative roll. In that I was able to act before the enemy did. Because I might have gotten jumped on otherwise, but otherwise we are fine. They found some bodies. It's totally okay. And we make it to safety. Sweet. And I never used the leverage to knock down security devices, which would have been good because of these things right here. I forgot again. That would have saved me some time. So now, tell me, who sent you? I think you know who it is. But we had to protect his identity. Too many ears reporting to the Brock clan. My father, then. Dorn came to us, convinced us to track you down, and drained his hidden funds to pay us to drop into District 83. But we've heard the story. We know things aren't simple between the two of you. And then we can basically decide for Alex how he feels about his dad. He can say he hates him. He can say it's, neutral. Or he can be like, nah, it's okay. He bought into this. To be fair, Alex did make this choice when he was 16, but also they did make the plan together. I think it's okay to be positive towards his dad. I can't blame Dorn for it. It sounds like he risked it all this time. I'm just glad to see you're alive. It sounds like you were the prime mover behind this, so thank you. Otherwise, the Brock clan would have had the last laugh. So what will you do now? I want to say thank you and goodbye. You're my son. You've done more for me than any son should have to do. This is the last time we will ever talk. We need to wrap up our business with Dorn. Let's talk alone then. The job is done. We'll take care of Alex's next steps and his exodus from New Boston. They claim you hadn't captured Alex to cut the implant. They were bounty hunting for the Brock clan. They sent an executioner to kill Alex. If there are Brock military operating here in New Boston, they'd have to be under the command of Clara Brock, the niece of Johann, who inherited most of his restricted stock. We'll make sure he doesn't fall right back into their trap. Thank you. This is why you called us. We just take care of it. And he's gone. So, what do we do? Well, we could get Alex out of town, maybe Atlanta or farther west. Getting him to Phoenix or San Francisco would be much harder. Maybe we need someone with his unique skill set. Could ask if he's interested. It's unlikely the Brock clan will forget him. They'll make another pass. We'll have to handle that. Not one of us down here doesn't have some demon on their shoulder. Let's consider it. Keep him somewhere safe long enough for us to decide. Maybe at Tuckmore's, the worst coffin motel, but the best hush-hush around. So Alex is waiting for a review. We get a bunch of XP. Thank you, Hype Booster, for the 245. We get a bunch of bonus XP to our teammates down here. Spanner has reduced XP, so it's not great for him, but oh well. Pretty good amount of optional loot here from all the boxes. Some power level, some influence. And we can recruit him, of course, if we want to. Let's take a look at that real quick. So in terms of a regular Scourge implant, you get minus resistances, you get minus wound and stress res, but you get 5% ballistic and kinetic protection, and you're a Scourge. For him, it's similar, but you get plus 3 tech, you get plus 8% instead of 5% to your armors, and you get slightly worse wound resist. So overall, obviously, is stronger, gives him some nice anti-drone damage and crit chance or whatever. Realistically, though, keep it around for a bit. What's the plan? You know who we are? What I am? Yep, you're unique, a Cyber Knight and company. Legends are real. And we know all about your past now, so we understand each other. Is that a job offer? If it is, I'll take it. Where else would I go? Still have to make the final call, but it's good to know you'd bite. We can't recruit him because we have no space. Ultimately, you're not a fit for the team. But I have other places to be. Dorn paid to make sure we could get you out of New Boston. Unless you're going to hit me over the head and drug me, I'll take care of my next moves. I won't stick around and I won't make the same mistakes, but I don't need you to babysit. We don't do knocking on the head or drugging unless you pay extra, so keep your head down. I know that I owe you, and I'm grateful, but it's been a bad week. Determined to make his own way, Alex has disappeared into the New Boston Underground. Cool. Let's go spend some class training points. Let's learn Steamroll and bump the range here. So on kill, you bump your team with some damage and some move speed. You can get the radius up higher. Well, I already got the radius. You can get the cooldown into 3 turns, which is pretty nice. And most importantly, you can get +1 move point on that one, including increasing the damage to plus 15 from 10. This is great. It pops pretty often. Again, 3-turn cooldown. Give your team 10% move speed and move point on kill. Pretty good. Pretty nice stuff overall. Put the mods back on before I forget, because whoops, that made this mission harder than it should have been. Blur has a spare point. I always forget what I wanted to learn here. I truly don't remember what I wanted to go for. It might be Co-Conspire, Second Charge, to be honest. That would be pretty good, actually. I'll probably wait for that. Our EX has some points here. That's nice. What we wanted was better line crawlers. Here we go. Our Gunslinger gets a point. We've already capped out Flush, which is good. I'm going to start pathing around this way. And I'll just kind of... I don't know exactly what I'm going to take, but we'll just kind of go this direction. It'll be fine. Vanguard gets 2 levels, which is pretty sweet. That means I really want to cap out Lure here. Big radius, Second Charge, really good stuff. Cap out Jam Kit afterwards, and then that'll be pretty solid. Oh, right, I have more points, I forgot. Yeah, let's start getting Jam Kit. Jam Kit 0 AP is really nice. I really like it. Let's do that. They also buffed Jam Kit recently, where you can actually target a turned-off device to keep it down. So now that power is shared with the CK and the Hacker. Only the Agent EX doesn't have that one. Soldier gets a point. Ultimately, Run and Gun is done. Crosshair Lock is what it is. We can keep buffing Recoup. I'm going to probably do that. They did recently nerf Savagery. Technically, 1.1 Wonder Savagery is better. Savagery is when you get a kill, get a buff for the rest of the turn. Or it was that. Which makes it really tough because you could very often pop Savagery with the last AP of your turn and then just not have Savagery because it would turn off. And that was kind of sad. And so I had suggested that they increase the base duration instead of making the duration increase a upgrade point. and that they consider nerfing the numbers, because I thought Savagery was kind of the most overpowered talent in the game. I think, like, literally the strongest talent in the game. And they agreed, so the end result is that this talent has, at max upgrade, 25% less bonus pure damage, and a 1 turn longer cooldown, which still makes it very, very good. I would probably still say it's top 10% of talents, but I'm pretty tempted to, like, actually have Savagery here and, you know, play around with it a little bit. So we're gonna, oh, I probably should have gone here, but we'll have basic level Savagery and see how it goes. But 6 turn cooldown, right? I get a kill and I get 15% more of each. I might even just like leave it here, or like only get this and not go onto this stuff. I don't know, but for now, I think this is a much more balanced talent, so I'm kind of glad they did that. I think that was like really, really OP. So there's class training. There's the Scourge being done. We've got a hack coming up. We've got some detox being done. Ultimately, I guess we'll let time tick forward until our next major objective. We've really got, you know, some CPU spikes and whatnot, but really we're kind of chilling for a sec. Let's go ahead and use the token to blow off some heat. Cool. Lower the header chances a little bit. That's all fine. Yeah. For now, we're going to let time tick forward, right? That's the plan. That's done. We can hack the files in a set. Jupiter group won't keep this valuable recipe in this host for long. A data courier will scoop it up, transport it to the lab. So we get some customized plasmas for basic file hunt. Okay, great. Again, that's going to be due in 5 days. We'll use the Underworld Hub tokens when that gets ready. Detox done for you as well. Great. Clinic is going to be done relatively soon, which is good. This gun's going to be done relatively soon, which is good. Still no new missions other than the CPU spikes, so I guess we'll put people on detox some more. Sort by stress. You are on legwork right now. You're in the trainer, so we'll send you to detox. And actually, we should probably use both of them, so let's grab the next one, who's going to be the Vanguard. Sure, that seems decent. Great. We have open tasks, though. Let's get the hack station up to 3. Gonna have to go into the nano scrubber relatively soon. Let's start that as well. Trainer up to 4 is going to be next. It gives us more XP and not much else, actually. You get more tokens, basically, but you don't get a whole lot from level 4 here. Let's go finish some of the stuff. Okay, Underworld Hub up to level 4. I think it's worth the million. Underworld Hub 4 lets us trade for cubes, which is decent. We get a new contact, but I still need to make sure this legwork goes well. So I'm going to wait for that for a sec. I'm going to save the money as well. Influence, right, great. We get to bump our imported cybernetics, or I can hit Puppet Master, but I'm going to save it still for my gun runner. And honestly, yeah, we're just going to go for imported. Imported 4, great, good for you. Weapon craft is done, cool. Let's let clinic get done as well. Welcome to a new clinic. I've prepped this old service entrance to be your private entrance. With your help at the dockyard, your UDs went far. As your Smuggler Connect promised, it's all Warner Braun Global, the best. Everyone keeps saying they are dumping their goods in the New Boston market at a discount. Might as well get a cut, right? I'm sure when Warner Braun signed the New Boston Charter, they knew they were getting ripped off. Their gear is high quality. When it comes to biomedical, they are going to shake up the markets. And so she's gotten an upgraded treatment service and a surgery service. Also, she's got the partner trait, which lowers the price of all her services and purchases. So we can go take a look at that. Dr. Ashe is here. She's the only one with level 2 medical treatment. I forget what this actually does. I think it makes it faster. She's already faster, which is nice. Yeah, she gets a favor per month from partner. Her goods are all cheaper. And yeah, she has cybernetics now level 3, which is nice. It was level 1 at the start of the game, level 2 from a limit break, now it's level 3, so she does, I think, just as well as... Where are you? Where's our other guy? No, he's literally next to her, yeah. So he has imported 4 cybernetics 3, she has cybernetics 3 as well. Doesn't have imported stuff, but she's cheaper, which is nice. I guess they're both fast patches, so they're both good at medical. Anyway, yeah, I think realistically, let's just get to about here. I think that's fine. Actually, this will be done in 12 hours, so that'll be decent enough. We've got a battle strike coming up. Okay, cool. Let's let that get about done. Clara is influential, so she's going to be more influential with her influence limit break. Sure. Okay, that's done. Nano Scrubber can be upgraded. So I don't have any new legworks on offer, but I want to succeed here and backtrace that on, so I've got to burn 2 tokens here. When I get the new token, I will use that to get a high-risk transporter and use that to make this battle strike look nicer. Exposure for Mark Sanders, I don't care. Enjoy your data drought, it doesn't matter to me. Dana's team was clever. They purposely left false trails and faked mistakes to draw me out. So they anticipated us trying to backtrace them. Absolutely, they're hoping to trick us to do further exposing our position to the Headhunter. Your tone is telling me you didn't fall for it. They were too clever. Once they found the first false trail, I saw their pattern, saw their fingerprints all over the sites. If you know where and how to look, it's hard to do anything without leaving an echo in the quantum age. What did you get? I backtraced the bounty to a dark net host run by a wire ghost. My bet is the wire ghost is an undercover Brave Star agent. The real pay data would be on the host in UD transaction ledgers. You scored the host address. Let's line up a hack and make this happen. We'll be on a tight clock. Likely as soon as the wire ghost knows the host has been compromised, they'll be trying to terminate it completely to cover their tracks. Upsel's work has uncovered vulnerable host address, which we can hack to try to gain confident information about the Brave Star digital fingerprinting tech site. New job, bounty counterhack, that we planned at Command HQ. Cool. Well, that is going to be due at some point. These guys are in the trainer. This, I believe, is a real meat space mission, which means we can use it for this SimStream trainer XP, and that's solid. 10 days is enough to let him get healed if it goes badly. Again, Alpha Strike here. I will figure out off camera what mission is next, but we are pretty much long enough on this already. Ultimately, don't think I need the money too badly, so I'm going to go ahead and bump the Underworld Hub up and figure out the rest later. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.